The Apply Montana College and Career Readiness Portal is a new tool for Montana students, their families, and counselors to view the different Montana University System campuses and the course offerings and programs that lead to great careers across the state. Today we're going to show you the different aspects of the portal, as well as show you the Apply Montana singular application that allows Montana residents to apply to any college across the MUS for free. Let's visit the website. The portal is housed at applymontana.mus.edu. One of our goals with the portal is to provide as much personalized information as possible. By selecting your student type, maybe you're a high school learner, an adult learner, maybe you're a parent or a family member, or maybe you're a college counselor or somebody that's supporting a student through their educational pathway. By selecting one of these boxes, this will give you more personalized information to those specific questions. One of the many questions that comes up is, what will my earnings look like long-term? Here under this exploration tool, you're able to see whether a certificate, an associate's degree, or a bachelor's degree might be the best fit for you, what that timeline might look like, and also what your lifelong earnings could be by the attainment of that credential. When many students begin their college search process, there's a lot of questions about where I should go, what I could study, what does that mean over time? The Career Finder tool is new to the site. There's two main questions here that really provide access and for information for students when it comes to careers and their pathways. The first is, where do you want to work? Is there a certain location across Montana that's of interest to you? Once you've selected those regions, you can select based on the national career clusters what you're most interested in. By selecting these boxes and going forward, you're able to see what the different options are for degree attainment across the MUS, what the salaries are associated for those, and what campuses offer those programs. So rather than just simply starting at a campus and seeing what that campus has to offer, we're flipping the script and allowing you to see what campuses offer the programs of study that you are most interested in. When using the Career Finder tool, you're able to manipulate the buttons on the side of the screen. So if you're interested in a certain salary, feel free to move that minimum salary marker. If you're interested in going to school for only a year, or maybe 2 years, or maybe more than 5, you can select those boxes as well. Once you've come to a box that looks exciting and interesting to you, click that. By clicking there, you're able to see a couple of different items. One, maybe there's dual enrollment or previous college coursework that you might have taken that will directly tie to the completion of this program, as well as you're able to see which colleges across the system offer this. By clicking on that specific program at a college or university, you're able to learn more specific to that school's offerings when it comes to that degree pathway. As you keep scrolling down that main home page on the Apply Montana portal, the next section is Exploring by College. The MUS is made up of 16 unique and different campuses, all housed throughout the state of Montana. By clicking here, you're able to discover more about what each campus has to offer. Most campuses will have links to virtual campus tours, as well as information about where to get more specific information about schools and who to contact for more information. As you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see it's time to get started. By clicking Program Finder, you're able to access the Program Finder tool. This shows the magnitude and the diversity of the different campuses and their different educational offerings across the state. Like it says on the site, there are hundreds of different programs offered through each 16 campus. By here, you're able to select through the drop-down arrows which campuses maybe you're interested in, and then select which majors or program areas of study that you're also interested in, as well as maybe some different degree options. This allows you to see, one, the many offerings that each campus has, but again, also to see where those specific degree programs are available. We know that our adult learners may have different questions than that of maybe a student that's 18 coming right out of high school. We want to make sure that they feel supported and welcomed at all of our campuses. Once you click on the Adult Persona tab, you're able to see 3 columns of sort of resources tied together. Questions on college, what is the right program for you? Questions on career, what do I want to do long term? You might also have questions on, I've taken classes before, or how does my prior learning, how does my prior work experience tie into my educational pathway? Can I receive credit for that? And you might have questions on how do I pay for school? Are there specific scholarships for adult learners? And what are some other scholarships that I might be eligible for? For a lot of adult learners and students in general, paying for college is a huge question. We know there's a lot of value in a higher education degree. Paying for it sometimes can feel very challenging. There are multiple ways to help cover some of the costs of college. First tier looks at federal student aid. This involves completing the free application for student financial aid, the FAFSA. The second tier revolves around scholarships. Some of these are offered through our campuses. Some of them are offered through your local community. Through the Montana University system, we also offer different awards and scholarships for students. Here on the website, you're able to see the different awards through Apply Montana's award portal. Be sure to apply for scholarships. These are dollars that you do not have to pay back and are simply there because you've earned them, whether through academic merit, through your involvement, or through your background and educational goals. Part of the Apply Montana College and Career Readiness portal is that it offers a direct link to apply to any of those interested campuses that you may have. At the top, you'll see the Apply Now button, and it will take you directly to the Apply Montana singular application. Once here, you'll answer a few directory questions and create a profile. This takes maybe a minute. And then you'll be into what we call the 4 quadrants of completing the college application. Apply Montana single application allows students across Montana to apply to any college within the Montana University system for free. This means that through the portal and through the application, students can apply to 1 campus or 2 campuses or any of those campuses that might have that career option and long-term educational goal that you're looking for. This is a free service for all Montana residents. So once you're here, never pay an application fee. Once you're inside the application, you'll see 4 main boxes. We call these the 4 quadrants. The first one is your personal information. This just asks you some background information so that campuses are able to identify you going forward. As you proceed through the application, you'll notice those rings above each of the titles fill in with the color green. Once they're all the way filled in, you know that you've completed that quadrant and you're ready to move on to the next one. The final quadrant, quadrant 4, is about adding those different programs. Once you're inside this box, you'll be able to select the campuses that you're interested in applying to. You're welcome to apply to more than 1 campus. Once you get to this screen, the end of the application, make sure that your completion bars are fully green. This indicates that your application is ready to be submitted and received by the campus. You'll also see at the top the total fee. Make sure if you're a Montana resident that this says 0. Again, the Apply Montana single application is free to all Montana residents. Here in the single app across the top bar, you'll see the status tab at the far right. Here you're able to check the status of your application. So as you can see now, our one for Dawson Community College is still in progress. Once we've gone through and our green bar is filled in and we hit submit, this status will change to submitted. And once it's received by a campus, this will change to received. While we hope that completing the single application through Apply Montana is easy, sometimes questions come up and we want to make sure that those are answered. By clicking the question mark at the top of the bar, it'll take you to the Help Center. This is staffed all day with a phone number as well as an email that will help you get those questions answered as soon as possible so that you're able to submit that application. Thanks for spending some time with the Apply Montana portal and single application. I hope it shows our commitment to all Montana students that regardless of where you're at in your educational journey, whatever your career goals are, we are here to support you. We look forward to seeing you on a Montana campus. And as always, please reach out with any questions. We're always here to help.